Hey, it's Maya Dionne, your favorite widow coach, and this is 6 Minutes with a Widow Coach. The post that I made today on Instagram was about one of the hardest lessons I've learned in widowhood as a widowed mom. If you've ever heard of Kier Gaines, he is a coach on Instagram. He said something. He had a quote that was saying, basically along the lines of, we are all under the delusion somehow that, and this is the way we're taught, that love is all you need. I mean, there's songs about it. Love is all we need. The little Mary J. Blige song, love is all we need. Like, that's all we need, right? And you found out the hard way inside your relationship, most of us, that no, love is not it. Love is, nice, and love is amazing, and love is unconditional. However, you can love somebody and things not work. You can love somebody and be unhappy. You can love somebody and they not do the things that you need them to do to sustain you in this relationship. And you can love somebody and not give them 100% because you don't know how. So, there's all these caveats to why love isn't going to be everything you need. You need trust, you need patience, you need grace, you need intentionality. You need to choose this person every single day, even if they're getting on your nerves, even if you love them but you don't like them that day. Like, you have to choose this person. So there's all these other things that are involved in a relationship that you learn the hard way while you're in one. And that's what he was talking about. But what struck me was how I didn't learn that until after my relationship was over. Because for me, we were very young when we got married. We were only married for 6 years. And so we hadn't really gotten to the love is not enough stage. So I'm, once he has passed away, I'm, boo-hoo crying every day. My life is over, all the things that, I know you guys understand without me having to go through, the bullets of how low you feel and how alone and how halved, and I say halved like the opposite of whole, how halved you feel, how alone in the world and all these things. And you're thinking, the love that we had was so big. Why do I still feel so empty without it? Why is it not enough? Why can't I, still love him even though he's gone? Why isn't that love making me remember that, oh, he loved me and, he would want me to live? And why is that love not enough for my kids who are missing him and didn't know him? And, he loved them bigger than the world, but that love is not enough right now. Like, why isn't it enough? And I found out the hard way that, that love was not enough to sustain me through this really hard time. And if I was going to learn to sustain me, just like learning to sustain a relationship, I was going to need, this was the hard lesson, I was going to need to learn to the other additives, the other pieces of being in a successful relationship, like trust and patience and grace. I had to learn to trust me. I had to learn that, even though I love myself, loving myself wasn't going to save me. It was going to have to be all those other elements in being in a successful relationship with myself. I was going to have to be patient with me. I was going to have to be intentional with the actions that I was doing every day to get me to where I wanted to go. I was going to have to choose me every day, choose and fight for me every day in this relationship with just me. And that was a really hard lesson because it wasn't things those weren't things I wanted to do. I wanted love to save me. I wanted love to, swoop in and be enough. I wanted love to, coddle me and hold me and comfort me. But those things were not there. And just like in a relationship, when you're depending on, he should love me enough not to cheat on me. He should love me enough to know when to say sorry if I need it, or to coddle me and comfort me when I'm feeling down. He should know these things. We should be able to, to bridge that gap because of love. And you find out in the relationship, love was not enough to bridge those gaps. It was going to have to be communication and patience and trust and all those things. So I learned the same thing with my own relationship with myself. I was going to have to build a sustainable relationship with myself in order to save myself, because love was not enough. I hope you got something from that. It's a really tough lesson to learn, because you learn to be there for yourself. You're forced almost. No, not almost. You're forced to be there for yourself in order to save yourself, to be your own heroine, so to speak. In heroine, like, the person that saves you, not like the drug. But to be there for you in a world where you thought this person was going to be there for you, when you thought love was going to be the thing that carried you through, and you believed it with all your heart. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just an incomplete equation. Adding to the equation what it is that you need to save yourself is what is going to actually help you save yourself. If you love this, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you resonate with this, or this helped your heart, please comment below. I love to speak to everyone that wants to be in this conversation and grow from what we're talking about here. Take me.